psychology, therapy, and spirituality. You really can't have one without the other. They are intertwined. As much as the medical, scientific, therapeutic community would like to tell us that these are completely different things, we do see that people cannot evolve and get healthy until they accept that these are actually connected. If they have mislabeled, misinformed, misdiagnosed you, prescribed medication and medicated you, and all of that has been wrong, what I want you to keep in mind is that, number one, the medical community and the psychological field is based on white men. And number two, we live in a for-profit medical system here in America. So they're making money keeping you sick. There's not a lot of motivation to look closer at intuitive intelligence or how spirituality affects us. I absolutely believe in science. I also believe that we should not stop with what we think we already know definitively. And so while I am not here to prescribe or diagnose, take a very close look at how well your diagnoses are fitting and how well that medication is working for you. And to keep in mind, what they want to do is to separate our intuitive intelligence, our spirituality, from medical sciences, the therapeutic world. And we really can't do that. You're going to see that these are all intertwined. Your need for therapy, the use of psychology in a positive way, and understanding your spirituality and intuitive intelligence. And those are the areas of death of a loved one and trauma. When someone close to you passes away, you are automatically triggered into what some may call kundalini or an awakening. You may start to receive downloads. Your intuitive intelligence increases in three key areas: psychic, mediumistic, and empathic. Empathic meaning that you're reading energy off of other people, atmospheres, objects. When we talk about psychic ability, we're talking about clairvoyance, the ability to see the past, the present, the future with accuracy. And we have mediumistic abilities, which is communication with the spirit world. This is where I see these therapeutic communities, medical, scientific communities have the biggest block, such an unwillingness. And this is the biggest connection we have to our roots. We have to remember, again, this is a for-profit medical system that we live in. What is their motivation behind this to keep us down? It's also looking at the colonization that we've been through and remembering that you may not have been born into a patriarchal white male Christian system. Your roots, your ancestors may have believed in much more than this, and it's just been wiped out. So get in touch with your roots, understand what spirits are communicating with you, understand some of the key reasons that you can have major increases with your intuitive intelligence. One of the things that we've seen a lot in the world, internationally, because of the pandemic, is a huge increase in empathic ability. COVID-19 has threatened every individual on the planet with the possibility of death. And so in a way, we're all experiencing death right now and an increase. This is the root cause of the awakening that we're talking about all the time. Another area that is trauma. I don't hear nearly enough therapists addressing the reality of trauma directly equating to an increase in intuitive intelligence. We know that when someone goes through something traumatic, they have trauma responses, but we're not really honestly looking at how those can be seen positively as an increase in intelligence. And what I would recommend for you guys to do in your own lives, if you've been through any kind of trauma, look at how you changed afterward. I find that too many people come to me and want healing and don't understand that I'm not a fairy godmother. I'm sure I'd make more money if I were blowing rainbows and butterflies up your rear end, but I'm not. I don't think that's the honest approach to all of this. We do have a great responsibility in the universe to caretake over ourselves. And often the things that I'm telling you are requiring your effort. And that sometimes requires that you do go see a therapist. We can't be all one or the other. Sometimes We do need to mix those worlds. For those of you, or for people you know, who only believe in the sciences and they're completely blocked from spirituality, energy, intuitive intelligence, their lives are in a state of misery. If they stay there, we will see at some point a very quick down spiraling deterioration of their mental, emotional well-being. And, you don't want to be on board for that. So keep offering certain outlets for their spiritual growth. That is part of self-identity.